All right, this is Phil Graham with podcast number 5. As I worked with this group during this course, and comparing with the other times I've worked with a group, I've found that I seem to fill a more controlling role within the group, but that's when the position isn't filled yet. If there had been another person who takes on the more leadership kind of role, I probably would have let them do that and diligently do my own work. It was also the expectation of me to be the leader of this group at the beginning too. I find that to be a weakness of mine is that I don't take initiative when it comes to leadership. I'm not particularly confident in my abilities of being a leader, but I want to improve and be a good leader. Next time in a team setting, I plan to take more initiative, better understand objectives and how to accomplish them for projects, and get to know the people in my team a little bit more. When I was younger, I really didn't like speaking to the class or in front of it. I was fine with asking a question, but if I had to voice my ideas or opinions, I would do all I could to avoid it. Even during my high school band class, I would get so embarrassed if I had to play my saxophone in front of everyone. Nowadays, I've been getting better with speaking to the rest of the class. Maybe not great, but better. During this class, I think my strength was voicing my ideas during discussion of movies or the other stories. However, I would say my greatest weakness is when I stumble over my words occasionally. I think for that I need to really know what I'm trying to say before saying it. I think that my favorite discussion that we had was about Metropolis. I had never seen it before, and I enjoy the commentary that it had on their current political and socio-economic issues, and the ideas we put forth about these systems. Metropolis is also a really big inspiration for a lot of sci-fi movies that I particularly enjoy. I also really enjoy the Ex Machina discussion. It brought up a lot of ideas that I hadn't considered before about artificial intelligence, and was an interesting watch. The discussion made me think a lot about what it would be like these days to have less technology, like if we as humans have surpassed a point that we're not really ready for as a species. It reminds me of what Willie talked about, how Isaac Asimov, I believe, was envisioning a world after general AI was invented, that the AI would take care of so many of humanity's problems that we'd all go back to farming on our own land to a more simple life. The relationship that we have with technology is incredibly interesting and sometimes concerning. I would definitely recommend Blade Runner if you haven't already done that before. I feel that film brings forth interesting ideas of consumerism, globalization, the idea of humanity, and our relationship with artificial intelligence to the table.